Nettie here at Transcendent Love. I hope y'all are doing fabulous, wonderful, and great, as am I. Hey, so listen, have you ever thought about what life might be if it were stress free? What that might actually feel and look like? If not, it's something to consider because life is not meant to be stressful. Yes, things are going to go on, it's a part of life. But if you really sit and think about it, it's not even worthy of the stress and strain we give to it. Consider for a second that everything works out for your good and everything happens for your good. That lets you know, in and of itself, that we just be out here stressed out for nothing, causing health issues for nothing. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. But I want y'all to know victimhood is a real thing. It is a real life addiction. We have been trained to view ourselves as victims. So we do. And that's where a lot of the stress comes from. We live life and exist more so than anything else because it's really not that much living taking place whenever you are stressed all the time. But we are existing in a space too often of victimhood. We are accepting life to be happening to us as opposed to for us. But every single thing is happening for our good. Some things it's hard to see that it could ever be for your good, but it can only ever be for your good. You can only see that when you're looking through the lens of the victor. When you're looking at things from the lens of the victim, it always seems like, no, that can't be, or why me? Just know nothing can happen if not for your good. Like, absolutely nothing can happen if it's not happening for your good. That's actually pretty amazing. So, anyway, I want to challenge you to back away from the victimhood. One of the one of the guys pretty popular on the internet in the stock um, trading arena on this YouTube side of the world, he always says, "Don't go." What do you say? Something about not participating in the victimhood Olympics, and I've always loved that because when we are unaware or we are unconsciously moving about in this life, we do that. We get in that thing and we go. We be the best performing athlete in all of the sports in the victimhood Olympics. Medals, gold, lots of gold medals. It's the wrong kind of Olympics to participate in. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. But yes, you have to know that everything is happening for you and not to you. Only ever for you, not to you. So it always whenever things are happening, it always begs the question, or should from this point forward beg the question, What is this here to teach me? What am I supposed to learn from whatever this thing is? Because there's definitely something there to learn. Otherwise, it wouldn't present. Nothing can come into your auric field, your aura, your frequency, your vibration, your lane. Nothing can come there without you being on the same frequency as it is, or it on your frequency, regardless as to how you look at it. You're never introduced to something that you are not in vibrational frequency with. So you, in some way, you are vibrating at this frequency that allows or calls in that thing. So just for another way to kind of look at it, think about you working on your wealth building journey. Let's say that one of the modes that you are desirous to fulfill is in business. Well, you say, I would love to be proficient, efficient, and masterful in business. And you set out to do that. Well, you must know that that will happen. The likelihood of that happening is very high if you accept things as they are. You have asked essentially for things that make you better in this area. So that means that sometimes that's going to be challenges. That's going to be some things that have to happen for you to get better. Sometimes that means somebody going to have to break into the storefront so you know how to deal with that kind of thing happening. Sometimes that means that a shipment gets lost so you know how to deal with that thing. Often that means that you're going to have to hire employees and fire employees so that you know how that has to go. Every single thing that we desire brings with it its challenges to challenge us to grow, to expand in the way that we've asked. That is how the contrast of life works. And it's not to be viewed as a bad thing. We got to stop attaching so much emotion and feeling to many things. Now, feelings, they will happen. But we've got to stop making everything an emotional experience. No, everything is not going to go exactly the way you planned it. But does that mean that it's not going your way? No. It actually does not. Absolutely does not mean that it's not going your way. It's going your way. It just ain't going the way you would have planned for it to go. It ain't the way you would have chosen for yourself. So, that in mind, we have to take the good with the bad. We want to call stuff good and we want to call stuff bad. So, until we can just allow stuff to be and just know that life is happening for us, take the good with the bad. Accept things as they are. The more you refuse to accept things as they are and you kick back against them, the longer you take to arrive to your destination. Because you are taking on victimhood. You won't allow it to be. Let it all work out. As the wonderful songwriter says, let it all work out. It will work out. That's the only thing that can happen. Life has only ever worked out for you. Even when it seemed like it didn't. All of that stuff was a setup. It was in place for you to get to your desired outcome. This whole life has been set up and in place for you to receive and achieve all the things that you've come here for. And I don't even want to say that it's not going to be easy. Because what even is easy? The world has taught us definitions about things that aren't even necessarily the way things go. Give it whatever more ease filled meaning necessary for you to get through it. We got to change our mind about how we are viewing things because this world got us all backed up. We doing stuff all backwards. And it's hindering our growth. The things that go on in life that we consider miracles, that is normal stuff. That is the way we're supposed to be living. But we cannot see. We're not using our imaginations. We're not using visualization to create. And the world tells you, it conditions you to see it first in the natural, then believe it. You can't believe it until you see it. But that's why you're not at the place a lot of times, because you haven't first visualized it inside of yourself, inside of your heart, inside of your head, inside of your mind. That's where you need to see to believe. Internally, not externally. The physical manifestation of a thing is the result of what you've already perceived, believed, and created within. That is the physical manifestation when it comes. But once you've already experienced it internally, that is the thing that causes that thing to show up in the physical. So, what I will say is, and what I would challenge you to do is make a practice. Spirit is saying, some of you have been needing to create a routine. Many of you, it's a morning routine. There's a very significant thing about a morning routine. It shapes your mind and it shapes and molds your day. Some of you, you've had the idea. Some of you, you haven't had the idea, and it's maybe just being introduced to you now. But use this analogy to kind of help you get an understanding. If you, and I actually heard this analogy, I'm thankful that I'm reminded of it. I heard this analogy on one of the Abraham Hicks recordings. If you were in San Francisco, you know San Francisco has major hills, or you could be anywhere at the top of a major incline. You're at the top and you are pushing a car down the hill. You have a better chance at stopping the car from going so much further at the top. But once it's gained momentum, you run the risk of being completely trampled over if you step, well, run over if you step in front of that car. Your thoughts and your day are the same way. Your day is the car. So you need to give it momentum in the right direction. You need to tell it where to go. You need to tell your mind how to function first thing in the morning. Also, Spirit was telling me yesterday, many people have many questions about how affirmations work. They're important. Some people disagree, but Spirit says that they are important because it is a key factor in keeping change in your face. Affirmations change your DNA. The DNA, as you would think of it, daily natural attitude as well. You have to shape your mind on purpose and in purpose, intentionally to the direction that you want it to go. Right now, you have old programming on your hardware. That is your subconscious. But in order for you to begin to change and get better and different outcomes, you have to update the programming that is there. Affirmations is one of the key ways to do that. And actually, Spirit is making reference to one of those last videos that I did about help being here for you and keeping this change in your face. And to kind of expound on that a bit, find some find some affirmations that you can use. You don't have to make up all the affirmations yourself. There's no need to reinvent the wheel, but in order to get a reframe, to reshape and redirect your mind, you need things that are different from the conversation that you usually have with and within yourself. Because we are conditioned to have negative conversation with ourselves, toward ourselves, about our dreams, about our hopes, about everything. You don't even often know that you're doing it. It happens so naturally. We got to get off autopilot, be present in the moment, and intentional about keeping change in your face. Keep change in your face. Start that morning routine and let it start with some sort of daily affirmations. You don't have to get really wild with it. It don't have to be a lot, but something that impacts you and pushes you toward the change that not pushes you toward the change, Spirit says, but brings out that version of you. It's going to unlock things in you that are already there that you haven't been accessing. Why, I don't know why I said it like that. You haven't been accessing. It's the key. You are learning with affirmations to have better conversations with and within yourself surrounding all the things concerning you. And that is so important. That is so important. It gives you a better mindset, a more positive mindset. And that is going to help you tremendously to be able to envision and create from the vision that you see all that it is that you desire. It's going to help you to become the person that has the capacity for all the things that you want. You can't become and you can't have what you don't have capacity for. This helps you to make room. This helps you to clean out the skeletons of doubt and unbelief in your own abilities. It helps you to see who you actually are. Your God given divinity. It helps you to see your worth and your deservedness. And it doesn't attach, it helps you to detach from the thought that you have to do something to be worthy and to be deserving. It helps you to understand and remember that you came here both deserving and worthy together at the same damn time without doing nothing, just for existing. Because why? You are a fractal of God. How much more worthy can you be? How much more deserving does it get? It don't get no better than that. It it don't. Anyway, I hope that you can see this from a space that is going to help you and not think it's all frou or woo woo or whatever the fuck. Because regardless whether you believe it or not, it's going to help you. It doesn't negate the facts. So get out your head, do the thing. And anyway, you've been thinking about needing a different morning routine or needing to add a morning routine. This is confirmation of that. This is your sign to go ahead and do that. It can only help you. Anyway, I do believe that that is the message. I do. Listen, don't think that it's going to be a one-time listen to something, a book, a mentor, a podcast, and then you're going to be helped. No, the programming runs so deep, that shit need to be in your face. Spirit said, keep change in your face. Sometimes it's 24/7. Sometimes it's going to be not listening to the same kind of rap you used to when you get in the car or when you're in the house and you trying to get ready or whatever your routine is. Unless you want to remain the same, you got to change. The only way to change is to change. You got to change and tweak some things that you do in your everyday life that actually constitute and contribute to the change that you're seeking. Doing all the same old shit, expecting different results, it's going to get you the same results. It don't matter what you expect. In fact, that's the definition of insanity. The shit is crazy from any standpoint you view it. If you're getting good results, then by all means, it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you're not where you want to be, it's time to change, boo. Time to change some things up. Anyway, that's the message. I leave you with that message in love and in light. I hope that you can see yourself and do whatever you need to do to get to the place that you want to be, to become the best version of yourself possible. Anyway, I love you. Goodbye. Well, later, because goodbyes are forever. I'm going to see y'all later.